Adeptus Mechanicus Biologis Tactica Threat Archive. Threat designation, Pox Flamer. Imperial classification, Hostis Majoris/Close Range Incendiary Denial Unit. Theater of Operations, Hive Tertium Atoma Prime. Primary source material, field reports, Manufactorum Auspex logs, audio capture fragments, first-hand testimonies from Morningstar penal operatives, rejects, Astra Militarum casualty records. Recorder, Biologist Unit Sigma 8/Theta, clearance, Magos, Biologist, and above. Prefatory note. This document concerns the entity designated Pox Flamer. Unlike the Scab bomber, whose lethality lies in area denial at range, the Pox Flamer represents intimate annihilation. No intact specimen has been recovered for sanctioned autopsy. Post-engagement remains are typically reduced to ash, liquefied tissue, or indistinguishable plague residue. Analysis is therefore derived from thermal mapping, recovered fuel canisters, audio auspex recordings, and survivor testimony. This unit considers the dataset sufficiently consistent. General overview. The Pox Flamer is a Nurgle-aligned shock unit adapted for close quarters purgation, where poxwalkers overwhelm through numbers and endurance. The Flamer overwhelms through immediacy. It is not subtle. It does not linger. It advances rapidly and ends encounters decisively. Rejects frequently describe the Pox Flamer as too fast for something that rotten. This unit concurs. Auditory identification critical. The Pox Flamer announces itself before visual contact. This auditory signature is consistent across engagements and must be considered an early warning indicator. Primary auditory markers include rapid, uneven running footsteps, heavy gear clinking and sloshing consistent with fluid-filled tanks, metallic harness rattle and hose impact, labored breathing distorted through filtration masks. This unit emphasizes that these sounds often echo through corridors, creating false proximity estimates. Many casualties occur due to misjudging distance. Physical characteristics. The Pox Flamer retains humanoid shape, though heavily distorted by disease. Flesh is bloated, discolored, and ruptured in places by pressure sores and infection. Armor is minimal but reinforced around fuel tanks and ignition systems. Common visual identifiers, large corroded fuel canisters mounted on the back, thick hoses running to a handheld flamer nozzle, protective gloves fused to weapon grips, masks or rebreathers sealed directly into necrotic flesh. This unit notes that the host body appears chemically stabilized to prevent premature death from infection or fuel exposure. Flamer apparatus and ignition. The primary weapon is a corrupted flamer unit of Imperial origin, modified extensively. Fuel composition is plague-altered promethium mixed with unknown biological accelerants. The result is a flame that clings, spreads, and resists extinguishing. Ignition sequence is distinctive and repeatedly cited by survivors. A sharp metallic click, followed by a compressed puff of ignition gas, immediately followed by full flame projection. This sound sequence precedes immolation by fractions of a second. Survival depends on immediate reaction. This unit classifies the ignition sound as the final warning. Area of effect and flame behavior. Unlike standard flamers, the Pox Flamer's output spreads irregularly. Flames pool, splash, and rebound off surfaces. Thermal logs show uneven burn patterns, suggesting semi-liquid incendiary matter rather than pure flame. The area of effect is wide at close range and persistent. Floors, walls, and bodies remain aflame beyond expected durations. Operatives caught within this zone suffer rapid incapacitation, followed by systemic failure. This unit records that reviving fallen allies within flame zones is statistically futile. Behavioral patterning. The Pox Flamer advances aggressively toward clustered targets. It favors corridors, choke points, and confined spaces where flame dispersion is maximized. Retreat behavior is rare. Notably, the Flamer often sprints immediately before firing. This reduces reaction time and increases panic response. Reject accounts consistently describe the transition from distant sound to full engagement as abrupt and overwhelming. This unit categorizes the behavior as deliberate shock induction. Cognitive capacity. Despite advanced infection, the Pox Flamer retains basic tactical awareness. It tracks groups, times ignition, and adjusts aim mid-spray. Pain response appears suppressed or irrelevant. There is no evidence of self-preservation once engagement begins. Several accounts note continued firing despite catastrophic bodily damage. Psychological impact. Survivors frequently cite the sound profile, the running, the clinking tanks, the ignition click, as more terrifying than the flames themselves. Anticipation creates hesitation. Hesitation results in death. This unit records multiple instances of operatives breaking formation solely due to auditory panic. Interaction with other hostiles. Pox Flamers are often deployed alongside Poxwalkers or melee units. The flame clears space, the horde fills it. Allies do not avoid the fire zones, suggesting resistance or indoctrination. This indicates coordinated doctrine rather than random deployment. Comparative threat assessment. The Pox Flamer is not durable. It does not need to be. Its lethality is front-loaded. Failure to neutralize it immediately results in severe casualties. Reject testimony states, if you hear it breathing, you're already late. This unit accepts the assessment. Doctrinal implications. The Pox Flamer embodies Nurgle's paradox, decay paired with sudden violence. It rots endlessly, yet kills swiftly. This contradiction enhances battlefield chaos. This unit logs the observation without metaphysical interpretation. Conclusion. The Pox Flamer is an execution unit optimized for panic, denial, and rapid extermination. Auditory cues must be prioritized. Distance is survival, delay is death. Recommended response: immediate target focus upon sound detection, ranged elimination, and absolute avoidance of flame zones. Ignoring the click and puff results in immolation. End comprehensive log. Data sealed. Thought purge optional. Omnissiah preserve reaction time.